Verizon also helped them steal photos of my son. I had more photos of my son and I to show like that I raised him for a long period of time. And Cynthia O'Vera had given me a new cell phone. It was a new iPhone, and at first I thought she was just being nice to me, and I was taking all these pictures of me and my son like 4 months before Austin got out of prison. My son was running around saying mama, daddy, and going outside playing ball with me, and I had those pictures because that'll help me fight more to show them this is my child. This woman should not have my child, like, period. I don't care what nobody say about, oh, the daddy was attacking her and the baby and the mama went to jail for it. Okay, give me my child. So they had already been planning to steal my son from me for a long time, even while his father was in prison. And I asked Cynthia O'Vera if she knew anything about the people that was chasing and following us. She said no, but she didn't admit that she had those people chasing and following us until I was in chains in the jail for protecting myself from his dad when he got out of prison. So all of these people against me and this child, these folk done caused me to have an accident, chasing me around in this car. And I asked this lady if she had anything to do with these folks chasing us. I went to the police department and asked them. I went to the child protective. I went to everybody, because I'm willing to cooperate with anything. And everybody was like, nah, I had passed to get him in some government stuff. So where he had to be, he had to have evaluations. We already went through the same thing CPS basically come and do. We got approved for some benefits and stuff. So they already knew that Halo was well taken care of in a good environment with me, his mother. So her trying to get anybody to get anything on me to steal my child from me while Austin was in prison was in vain. It was a waste of time. And I kept my son, and when his daddy got out of prison, he was mad because me and my son had a life that he couldn't come and just take from us. So he was in there abusing us, and they was trying to cover it up because he had just got out of prison. And I had a phone, and when Austin had got out, I had all the pictures of me and Halo from before he got out of prison. And the phone kept trying to do the updates, and I kept saying no. And it updated anyway and shut down the phone, wouldn't let me back into the iPhone. So this got 4 to 6 months worth of photos of me and my son, because the photos that I have that I had to pull up out of my Gmails and all that was from the phone that I had before Cynthia gave me the iPhone. So it was way more pictures of me taking care of my child that I will never get to show anybody because of what happened. So the phone shut down. Austin was in the room asleep, drunk, and Halo was in his room and he was asleep. And the phone just shut. I was in the living room, and the phone, I couldn't get it to go back on. So I was like, okay, let me get Halo dressed and let me go to Verizon and tell them that I need them to unlock this phone. They telling me they couldn't do it unless they had to reset the whole phone. The whole phone had 4 to 6 months of photographs of me and my son. And they told me that I would have to go to the Apple store and let them do it. So I went up to the Apple store telling them to unlock the phone for me, and they wouldn't do it, telling me they had to reset the whole phone in order for me to get in the phone. So I was like, okay, didn't know about this whole conspiracy. These people like really just tried hard. They were trying to go to steal my child, even though God kept trying to warn me and showing me visions of Austin and his mother, Cynthia O'Vera, to not let them in the home at all around me and my son. Something about Austin keep attacking me and them trying to get me locked up for it. So Austin kept attacking me in the house, and the police just kept letting him come back in my home and keep attacking me. And once I realized that he was not gonna stop attacking me in the house, then I told the police I wanted to press charges, and they wouldn't. And so Austin told me that the police told him he can come back in and he can hit me, but as long as he didn't kill me. So it was almost like, because the officer had said he wanted to take me to jail when I said I wanted to press charges. So I know that they was allowing him to hit me, thinking that I'm going to hit him and then just take me to jail and steal my son and my car and my house and everything. But it ended up going left because I ended up shooting him because he started attacking my son. I had ran up out of the house because they were trying to say there was no witnesses to him attacking me in the home, and it was his word against mine. So I've been done ran up out the house. I ran up out the house one of the days when he was attacking me with my son, and he was all attacking me in the streets with my son in my arms, and a lady had ran him off with this man calling 911 in a car, this white woman, and he ran back towards my apartment, and I walked into the Baytown Seafood. I was tired because I had ran all the way down from my apartment. So I walked into the restaurant, and I walked past the old people in the front, and I went to the back to the man who was running the restaurant, and he was sitting down eating his lunch, and I said, "Sir, my child father is attacking me outside the restaurant. Can you please call 911? He said, "Yes." So he stood up, started calling 911. Me and my baby hid behind the man. And my baby daddy came in there looking for us. He went in the restroom, went all in the front by the old people, and then he went back out the door. So I'm like, whoo, thinking he gone. And he came back in the restaurant, and he seen me hiding behind the man. He just ran back there charging to attack me. And I put my son down beside me, and he started attacking me. And the man got behind him trying to get him to stop. And then he ended up going for my son and started slinging my son around, violent, and that's when me and the man was involved with the struggle with trying to get the baby from him. And I ended up pulling out the gun. At some point, I shot the gun in the air trying to get him to stop. And he still was acting crazy with my little boy. And I ended up shooting him in the leg. So it went left because everybody knew he was attacking me in the house. But they was trying to make it seem like, oh, it was his word against mine. So in the restaurant, it was somebody who witnessed him attacking me and my child. Now this time they couldn't say, "Oh, no, take her to jail. Ain't nobody see what happened." It was somebody that was said to my investigator. He told my investigator, he said, "I was not afraid of getting shot. She was defending herself." He was like, even after the gun went off, he was still being stupid with the baby. The man said he was being stupid with the baby. Like, he was literally saying, like, yeah, the baby could have got hurt, man. And I didn't know this man, and so they lied about that on the police report and didn't tell about that. Didn't tell about none of the 911 calls. Didn't tell about him attacking me over the 8-week period that we had been calling. Ooh, these people just straight lied on this police report and said that I was screaming like a crazy woman, and then he didn't touch me, and I just shot him deliberately just to hurt him maliciously. That's exactly what this lying ass mixed race police officer put on the police report, knowing damn well everybody in the community knew he was abusing me, but they wanted him to steal my child. They wanted him to just be the white man and get everything he wanted because he the white man, period. Just racism. And so when all those photographs was gone out of my phone, like, when I got out of jail, I realized, I was like, damn, they done reset my phone where all the pictures of 6 months of pictures of me and my son was gone. My son had a ponytail on his head that was like that long, like a puffball. Y'all ain't seen none of them pictures of my child. Y'all seen the ones where he just started walking, and like, they done erased. This man that came into my life and that caused me to lose valuable memories with my child. He had we had took him to take portraits, and I had portraits of my son framed all over my house, and they is gone. Cynthia Vera and them folks went up in my house, took all the portraits of my child. Y'all don't understand this. That's black prestige. My child, to be able to take care of my child and have pictures of my little boy. I ain't no witch. I ain't had to hurt nobody. I ain't had to go through no fraternities. You know what I'm saying? It was by the grace of God that I was able to, keep my little boy so clean and fresh. You know what I'm saying? Like, these people, man, wicked. But let me calm down some. I need to make myself eat too. Cause that man he got some food in there. But Jesus. So people was trying to cover up that he was abusing me the whole time. And then back there trying to kill me, trying to cover up that he was abusing me when I shot him. So, and abusing my son, like, that's really, like, God kept it real. He was like, you tell them you was protecting yourself, because I was tired of him attacking me, and I was afraid because it seemed like it just getting worse and worse, like, and then more and more people letting him get away with it, and then trying to force me to stay with him, you know. So, yeah, it was hard. And then, so all my photographs of me and my son went missing when they locked my phone up like that. And I had some pictures of the abuse. Like, just me, and my nail beds was split open, like, from here down. It was just blood and meat on all of them. And, Jesus, I don't want to cry because, like, I didn't even know I was still pregnant. I thought I miscarried. Well, yeah, I guess I did. I ain't never give birth, but they was messing with my labor, and the baby is still alive. Amen. And so I was bleeding when they brought me into jail, because I remember he kept picking me up and slamming me, like, in the house, in my bedroom. And I had already missed my period, but I started bleeding. So I figured, okay, well, I was pregnant, but I lost the baby. I never had a miscarriage before, so I was traumatized. And he was picking me up, and I was bleeding. And I told him, I was like, I'm bleeding. Like, damn, like, why the fuck is you still attacking me, bro? I just lost this baby. I am bleeding. And as I was screaming, I'm bleeding, he was still picking my body up in the air while I was screaming, I'm bleeding. And he was running me into the dresser and knocking me into the dresser drawers. And I just couldn't understand what the fuck is wrong with my baby daddy. He just got out of prison, and he is still attacking me. Like, what? I didn't know about the blood rituals and the sacrifice and attacking people in gangs, having him attack me and the boy on purpose. That's a deeper subject, which is why they really probably want to keep me quiet about the shit. But I don't really care, because nobody should have had my baby daddy attacking me and my son up in my house. And then police knowing about it, his mother knowing about it, his father knowing about it. People that so-called was supposed to be my friends, some of the people I told you I had just met before he got out of prison, they put them people up to trying to befriend me. So I didn't have nobody, you know what I'm saying, to just be on my side. And them trying to pay me out to be a drug addict so bad is because my baby daddy was on heroin and methamphetamine, and he was shooting it. And they know that he was the one who was strung out, so they need to try to have me outside and have niggas try to get me, like, smoking a blunt or something, you know what I'm saying, to try to turn the tables and make it look like the mama is a drug addict. I ain't no drug addict. If that's the case, then everybody in Cali who smoke weed, all y'all need to lose y'all kids.